Hello guys, I'm Practical Programmer. In this video I will teach you how to make server client connection and chat with Socket in Python. Okay, so let's start. We first import Socket library. This Socket library allows us to make a low-level interface connection with many protocols like TCP, UDP, Bluetooth, and many others protocols. So let's start creating storing the method socket in a variable. Let's start sock the access to the socket class and get the socket method. Okay, and here we specify two arguments: a socket that init and socket that sock string. Here basically we are creating a socket, an IPv4 socket as TCP. Okay, this first argument specifies that we are getting an IPv4 socket, and the second argument we are specifying that we are getting an TCP socket. So to create the server, okay, we need to access this variable and access this method that is called bind. This method bind, here we can create, we can specify the host and port. Okay, in this case I will use 883 port, and the ADDR is the local host. Okay, let's specify here mount socket to an host and port. Okay, the next thing that we have to do is to access the listen method. Okay, and here we are specifying we are listening on the socket. Okay, or not. Here we are establish the socket listening, and here with the method asset we are waiting for a connection. Okay, this asset method return a tuple. This tuple have two values. Those values are count and client ADDR. Okay, when the client is connected, the program will create a loop. This loop will contain, okay, when we receive the connection, the first thing that we are going to do is to receive the message. Receive the message with a buffer with this length, because if we establish 20, the message will not be complete. Okay, so if the buffer is higher, the message can be with more length. Okay, so when we receive the message, we print here the message, but decoded as UTF-8. Okay, when we print the message, we wanna send a message too. Okay, so let's reuse this variable message, and we establish an input. With this input, we can write in the program. Okay, so let's write key, write and message. Okay, right. No. Let's send the message first, and after we print that. Okay, send message encoded. Here. So to send this message, we need a modified message. Okay. So this message will be message server plus message. So finally it encode that and send. When the message is sent, just print the message. Okay, I think that this is great. And the client is something similar. Okay, we import the socket, create a variable, set the socket class, and get the method socket. We want IPv4 socket has TCP, so we specify socket string TCP. We establish the connection to the host, to the local host in the port 883. So when this is connected, we create a loop, an infinite loop. Here we are going to create a message input. Write your message. Okay, when we wrote our message, we will send that. So send message. But here we are going to do something similar. Okay, message is equal to client plus message encoded. And when the message is sent, we're going to recite the message. Okay, so let's reuse message equal to sock receive this buffer with this line buffer. Here we are going to print the message. Oh, I forgot something. It's print the client message. So we write message when the message is sent. Okay, when the message is sent, now I want to receive some message. We print the message, but decoded as UTF 8. Okay, let's try that. And something that I was forgetting is sock close. When the loop is broke, the socket will close. And here is something similar. Sock close. Okay. Now let's test this. Oh my god. Okay. So let's test this. Okay. Where I am. Yes, I'm into the point. So Python main py we haven't permissions. We don't have permissions. So let's test sudo python py sudo python main py. Okay, we establish our password and that's listening. Okay, in the client we're going to execute the client script. Write the message hi, and we have the client hi, and if we see in the server we receive hi. Okay, let's try again. Hi, we write hi here. You're ugly. Thank you. Okay guys, this is the chat socket with Python. It's not too hard to do. Here 23 lines of code, and that's how. I hope that you enjoyed this content. Don't forget to subscribe and give your like. Bye bye.